With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Red, 180. Someone got man.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Mayfield on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. They find some open field here. Touchdown, LA! finds him. 40 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. Miller with first down and more. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On second down, here's Miller. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun on third down, Luck. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Miller. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Forced out to his left, and his pass incomplete.
On the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On second and 10, Locke. And this is caught at the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Now Mayfield.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Marvin Harrison, 34 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Mayfield steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Taking it in from the 20, and the Chargers have taken the lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off, too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted-for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On 2nd down, it's Miller. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Miller. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Bravo. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
They are going for it. It's locked. And Jeffrey's got it. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll fake it. Now Locke. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now Locke. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Marvin Harrison, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Again, Locke. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And this one is no good. He missed it. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Locke. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Odell Beckham, 39 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now this throw caught left side. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield now. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Miller. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now a play fake, and it's Locke. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And the return will stop right around the 25. Switching gears for a second, Charles. This last week has not been kind to quarterbacks who are toward the end of their career. You think about Drew Brees, Ben Roethlisberger, both with injuries, and then Eli Manning, he's heading to the bench.
Maybe we look at it as a collective passing of the torch, not in a way that anyone really wants when you talk about Brees and Roethlisberger due to injury, although I expect Brees to be back before this season is over and play. Eli, it'll be interesting to see what happens with him. Will he accept that role as the number 2? Will someone else in the league want Eli Manning, the quarterback for them? But overall, think about who's still left out there. The Tom Brady's of the world, we're seeing a lot of his guys maybe start to transition.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 9, Luck eluding the pressure right. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Luck. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. On first down, Miller. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 37-yard line.
Now Miller, he's had a big workload here tonight. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. On third down, Miller. And some room to roam now. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and now it's second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. This is Miller. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind.